once and I was so more say, oh, they back to Ghana, and the baby be Ghana.
Okay.
Because one can sign them and they won't give you the visa. So I
Okay.
did all that preparation. So I said, you are prepared to the extent say, and yet, as an exam, and yes, I feel I'll corner be back or one was we mean,
Mm.
you have to
Yeah.
know everything.
Yeah.
Tell us, and all the confidence.
That's
Into before so back interview, you have to know the interviewers there. The interviewers, your mom nicknames.
okay.
Your bald head white man, bald head black man,
Okay.
white lady. When
Okay.
you say we mun interviewers, no, you have
Okay.
to understand say okwa a line into
Mm-hmm.
original line, we bekwa ko jina ho na na kasa.
Mm-hmm.
No. So you have to prepare everything, know how everything is going to be. Then you also need to know how to answer questions. It's a minute you go to a list of questions via
Mm-hmm.
they will likely ask you and how to answer those questions. Now
Right.
during the interview, crown me drew, like I'll be very honest with you, say nipa four more meaning our line, you bouncy will be I'm very honest, I won't lie to you.
That's the
This is all
scary
the
part.
truth.
That's the scary part.
Yes. You bouncy will be my make crown. I give up. Like at that point, it's not because we can call bouncing me because me see the obo can answer by a bouncing.
Wow. For me, Daniel is a very good friend of mine. Menena school or university. We the same university at University of Professional Studies Accra. And you know, Daniel is that guy who is like the shark of the class. You answer all the questions, you ask all the questions, you ask all the questions. He has all the ideas. You get my point? So somebody like this, finishing school with him, and then also having the opportunity to travel abroad. I brought him here to come and share his experience after 2 years in LA, and I'm glad to have you here, Mr. Daniel.
Thank you, Minister. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Charlie,
You be fine. Oh, since I did be okay. My family might be blue and the other times so the say and about mano but
okay,
since I did be okay and the other
okay.
day.
So even before we even come to the main discussion on your life in US, I would want you to take me back to how your life here in Ghana was for you, the work you were doing, the school you went, whether you got a job right after national service, and how the opportunity to travel came for you from your end.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So let me start from university. I attended the University of Professional Studies, Accra.
Okay.
I did banking and finance there. So let me say that when I did banking and finance in UPSC, I'm sure Ghana phone na ebe related to it. Na o papa no ma me beka say dia koye doctor, koye say what I say.
Yeah.
And Ghana no enye say o papa be bisa o say especially time. Oh, me madi 28. Time no o papa obi anka say oh then na wakoma do no wakoye. Ya unim say wo be ya e bi sika beba na wo be.
That's
Oh,
right.
enti finance me because say minim say di sika beba me sister what I
Okay.
say, and I'm a koye, and me, so na normal, me tia see, me,
Mm.
a boy, what I say, me, really, no. Na me do me national service here, or company, na bad.
Okay.
Okay. I was an accounting support in that company as a national service personnel.
Okay.
But during that time, no, national service months, me, I shut down because COVID see 6 months during into the national service.
Yes.
So because of that, now was semi cut na fi nti na enye adwuma mpo bi mba na omutua en ma na etifi.
Yeah.
But me na me nim say finance enya ade a me pe. What I say.
Okay.
Enya ade a twe like na twe me say ade we me pe ma adwuma na say me dey kope sika.
Now,
But
SS, where your cause ben?
me a business.
Okay.
Ni na enya say me paint na me and
Okay.
me sure see nipa be better say so obviously obey but enya say what do you mean like oh yeah when your cause be oh yeah.
Yeah.
So what I say.
Yeah.
yeah, was a Ghana for baby na and drain sad no ebia wo bibi kwa wo a wow be wa de personally wow be now wo the school na ka ho.
That's right.
Oh, enti during COVID no na me now for bon komo pa or phone so ne ade na madam for bi a menya no or yeah computer science.
Mm-hmm.
Nti o yeah computer science no. And I start say starting me bon komo ye fe bibi coding meaning so what's
Mm-hmm.
that
Yeah,
o
coding.
code ebia o code website o
That's
code
right.
app o
That's
code
right.
say so the saa nneɛma no ɛba m'adwene a mehu sɛ no ade wei ebetumi ayɛ ade a m'ani gye ho
Mm-hmm.
ɔho nti me start yɛ ho research me start me a mesua a mekɔ YouTube na mesua ne ade ɛna mehu sɛ ɛyɛ industry a ɛkama paa sɛnea m'ani gye ho yi a industry a ɛkama yi deɛ ɛwɔ sɛ me branch kɔ
Mm-hmm.
now at that time no at the same time sisi a COVID asi
Mm-hmm.
mawie me national service menyɛ adwuma
Mm-hmm.
adwuma biara ni hɔ for 1 year na menyɛ adwuma.
Wow.
And mehu me potential personally as as a boy in Ghana.
Yeah.
And it's any how can I mean so me tete nneɛma fa aburukyire ho.
Yes.
And nneɛma a metumi achieve. No kure me I came to the conclusion say there me person me achieve maybe goals what my brother no mean to me achieve in Ghana. That was my conclusion at the time.
Mm.
In CCC, there was a new job I wanted to get, which was software engineering. I wanted to be a software engineer. I
Okay.
wanted to be able to code apps, you know. I wanted to be able to communicate with computer. Na mama computer na ye we ama no. What I say, person
That's
me
right.
me who sa di ni. Nti me ma adwen se no. Person me kwa abrochi.
Okay.
No. Nti for the whole 1 year, I think say me started my national service 2019. Me
Mm-hmm.
2020 August. From 2020 August to about 2021 ending, na me nye adwuma. Na me tifi, ɛna de
So
ame ane se me
company now one retain you, or did you
one
send
retain
letters
me.
around that they bounced you or?
So the company didn't retain, almost
Mm.
say COVID nti no. Almost cut the cost ni ade.
Yeah.
Nti no, you we national service, almost me jaya life am.
Yeah.
Nti after that, me apply to jobs, but me nya bibia. Now, so my sign research on schools into me get research first now UK now because my sister was UK
Okay.
or you juma or very established or hunting me let's say I'm a coho bit me academy as I go to school.
Mm-hmm.
It's not me tie a share UK juma school mu pa
Mm-hmm.
and no krena ne say na me pese me koye me masters it will be true but the aim they say me masters now me the best so now. That was
Okay.
the aim. It wasn't really said me in pay school sir Ukraine
Mm.
no.
Hey.
But me me pay school but me this year.
Okay.
It's school
Okay.
ne ba
Okay.
me but me pay
Okay.
school.
Okay.
It's masters na me na say anka minya se na nyama se na me pay no Ghana. Anka
Mm-hmm.
me ndwen masters so nye hwe. But se
Okay.
na nyama si Ghana na me nti na me pese me koye masters no na me de fa so nye adwuma na maka abuhwe ho.
Mm-hmm.
So what I say.
Mm-hmm.
Nti this is the whole of 2021 no me apply to schools. Schools no me apply minya most of the time but you can't see me cause you can't know a
Mm-hmm.
fees na aboarding like very expensive.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Across board,
It
not just UK.
yes across the board fees are always expensive
Yeah.
especially for opesa or year courses akese to say finance computer science
Mm.
and the fees bo bed.
Mm. Yeah.
And schools ni bi wɔ hɔ a ɔmbɛma wo scholarship but scholarship no ketewa bi enye gidigidi nti wonni sika wɔ fie a
Yeah.
na wonni some external scholarship bi a nokura nim ɛbɛyɛ wo den sɛ wobɛkɔ.
Yeah.
Nti ɛde bi na madamfo bi ɛma ɛsuggest ɛna na nipa so ɛsuggest sɛ UK ni the sister wɔ hɔ ne ade o but US yɛ people say that a lot say US school deɛ ɛbɛboa.
Okay.
Nti ede bi na madamfo bi ma me some school bi just random your friend Bentley University
Okay.
and we say oh apply school nso a application fee wo
Mm.
nti no application fee no so ne boy den ne boy den ma obi o US out $57 and abi ba wo Ghana de sas kan mu odu
Convert ya
but
bebre.
but on my code bi o sis o apply a o the code ni apply a we waive application fee meaning say application fee won tua we apply for free
Okay.
ti me je na me dem apply me ni kra 2022 February me ni ejuma finally
When you Juma or Ghana.
e Ghana
Okay.
but na internship nti na me nso a ma adwene ne se obi anka marry national service there ke ejuma a menya de full time employee
Mm-hmm.
but sɛnea Ghana na kɔyɛ no ɔmo san Ghana na ɔbrɛ wɔ hɔ ɔmo nso a companies nso ɔmo pɔ obi a ɔyɛ very good nti company ni pɛ sɛ ɔfa akɔ ɔpɛ sɛ ɔyɛ wo intern ansa na ekyir wayɛ wo full time
Yeah.
but me choice nti me fire I was an HR support
Okay.
and edwuma no nyɛ bad but obviously woyɛ intern nti sika deɛ nyɛ bebree
Yeah.
nti it was kind of a struggle. And during the time minya saa job no around June, and Bentley University now me apply be December 2021 no.
Okay.
Just me apply agro mu no. Omo
Mm.
fa me.
Okay.
Omo fa me na me me scholarship kitwa bi as usual. Na me
Okay.
say oh wait there. Good o there mama hwehwɛ mu hwɛ nti me hwehwɛ mu na you long story short, I found an opportunity for an international loan at Edeko School.
Okay.
Nti saa international loan no, loan company ɔmo wɔ US aba ɔmo gye loan ma international students a ɔmo ba abɛsua adeɛ.
Okay.
Na ɛna ɔgye loan na wohia guarantor wobɛfile form bi ɔmo bɛhu system ɔmo de ɔmo system bi bɛhwɛ wo ahu sɛ wobɛtumi atua na ɔmo ama wo
Okay.
loan.
Okay.
And at that time, the thing just happened in my favor. Omo ma me loan, the be a me apply na omo ma me.
Okay.
And me timinya me interview dates for US. Me koye interview no. The me nya visa one time. Me too crying down my brabum. I just got the visa straight away.
Really?
Mm.
One time
Yes.
interview, one time visa.
One time interview, one time visa. I didn't do another. I didn't feel and do again. Like
Okay.
nyame adom. Enyama just esisi man.
Did you know anyone inside the US embassy?
No, no. I applied without any influence, nothing formally.
You didn't end up in Cote d'Ivoire or South Africa for your
No. Ghana embassy, and I'm a quiet. All these things, Patrick, they are very possible. In Nipa, honey, you just
Okay.
have to prepare.
Okay.
Prepare, binya. Me
Okay.
prepare, na nyame adom minyae. Inti
Okay.
minya visa no, and I'm the loan, no, this scholarship, ketwa na minya no.
Okay.
And I'm at the bar, about school,
So
2022
at the US
September.
embassy, what kind of preparing or what kind of preparations did you do even before the interview and all that? I'm sure say the Albert
Okay.
interviews maybe and as Albert read online what will be expected of you, the questions that they are likely to ask you and all that. How did you prepare yourself for the US visa interview?
Good. Very, very good question. First of all, who could apply for visa now? The first head on is I was so in dates for interview. No.
Okay.
Getting the dates for the interview in easy.
Mhm.
When as soon as I apply for visa now, so when you want to apply for your interview dates, the first dates they will give you near there 2 years later. Imagine 2022, I'm on my dates be 2024. That's
Oh,
what they will do.
and then
I'm on my dates, that was 2024. The dates for my
wow.
interview, no. Obi am apply for 2022. Dates for
Uh-huh.
my interview near 2024.
Okay.
That's what they do to everyone. It's
Okay.
no. And on na the next thing, so I'll explain how I got to know all this.
Uh-huh.
The next thing is that you will now go and reapply for emergency dates. Into
Okay.
emergency dates, no, or apply, then you will be going to the website, so called US Embassy websites, no. Say emergency data back because this na what is saying to you.
Mhm.
Nti eba pe obi befa nti unya ne ahomache kra no abecheke.
Okay.
Enye easy job. But you can also get the regular dates, emergency dates, regular dates for betimi aba no reschedule.
Okay.
So what I say? So there are two ways. You apply for emergency dates, you get the approval for the emergency date. Then you look for an emergency date. As you are
Mhm.
looking for the emergency date, you can also look for a regular date. You can get lucky and you will get an earlier regular date.
Okay.
Then you book that. So what I say?
Yes, I get it.
Now, can you imagine, say, emergency dates, no, may apply for my mama, me disapprove me. Say, emergency dates, they can't give it to me. And there's something they give to everyone. So me
Mm.
can say, oh, now then, it's to say, now I come here and say, I can get a regular date to reschedule.
Mhm.
Now, the lucky thing for me is say, I had a colleague at work, say, na, once a Ghana, dear, oh, hona, oh, sign them away, because I'm far, different.
Aha.
Say, na, my colleague, no, or yeah, the same thing, when you're school, no, no, so pay
Also,
visa,
Pevisa. But now
or no,
we.
start me,
Mm.
but now I'm a tight body, pa.
That's right.
But on also start saying no or start jamming. Into
Okay.
onya ne visa ni jam into onya ne visa no na me ma so te say o say na no ye na me chen say oh boss
Mhm.
me ye we bi o. And no he started coaching me.
That's
Into
right.
ono na ma me hu say emergency date say. Into me ye emergency date na anfa no. Na afi aka regular date no. Into me hwese me nya regular date na anka ma reschedule the 2024 date me to an earlier date, then I can go
Okay.
for my interview, right?
Okay.
But na minya me I me kapa no intimi kapa na I hwɛ this because nipa sorry ahoma hwehwɛ like just say you have to have your eye on the on the website every minute because the date can come at any time.
Wow.
And I your groups being so just say your friend japa groups oh you can form
Oh, what's
person who
up?
free into me join me be say yeah what the information to date about oh. But na still me nya date. And I'm down for no catch me so dem. Me man me logins, me man me username, me password. Eh bia obetimi in your data mama.
Okay.
Can you imagine say the weekend of that week now me man me information the boy got a regular date for me. As on me I did the channel so on the age man no.
And how did he
He
do that?
just looked say
Did he have someone inside that helped him?
no one. Yen in our regular boys. He just went on the website and he got lucky and he got a date for me, just like he got a date for himself.
Wow.
And then he booked me for the date. And I'm catching so I mean Shrano. Into from then on, I'm in any year practice. Or
Okay.
my mate I say into before so be interview, you have to know the interviewers there. The interviewers, your mom nicknames.
Okay.
Your bald head white man, bald head black man,
Okay.
white lady. When him
Okay.
say we mun interviewers no, you have
Okay.
to understand say okwa a line into
Mhm.
jina line we be kwa jina ho na one na kasa
Mhm.
more. So you have to prepare everything, know how everything is going to be. Then you also need to know how to answer questions. It's meaning you go to a list of questions where
Mhm.
they will likely ask you and how to answer those questions. And you practice say whoa until the day. So there are some questions like why do you want to go and study
Mhm.
this course in the
Mhm.
United States? You know, so you have to have an answer for that, like the reason why you are going to study, and there are all these things like how you have to tie. Once and I was so more say oh they back to Ghana and the baby be Ghana
Okay.
because one can cancel they won't give you the visa. So
Okay.
I did all that preparation. So I said you are prepared to the extent say and yet as an exam and yes I feel na na bibi be kwa koye onwanwa se we me
Mm.
sua o. You have to
Yeah.
know everything.
Yeah.
Nti no sa no kwa the confidence na ko.
That's
Now
right.
during the interview crowd no me drew no me I'll be very honest with you say nipa four mo me nim e wo line
Mhm.
mu no ye bounce obia. I'm very honest, I won't lie to you.
That's the
This is all
scary
the
part.
truth.
That's the scary part.
Yes. Ye bounce obia ma me crowd no I give up. Like at that point, I'm because we can bounce me because me see the obo can answer by bounce him.
Wow.
Oh yeah, it's me drew home man. At that point, no, I think say the fact that me give it up no, and my me even more confidence because I say give BCBNC.
NC.
It's me call me the vim na kasawati I say because or
Mhm.
bounce me crying hame because my own side I didn't cry. ahwɛ ɛmfa.
Hmm.
Me drew hɔ no, start bisa me questions. Me de ɔde me ɔdrille me paa, bisa me questions na ma answer, bisa na ma answer, bisa na ma answer. Ɛna afei ɔmaa me paper bi ɔsɛ yɛ approve me. Ɛno saa no, wokɔ koraa wonhwɛ obi anim.
Huh.
Wawie. Oh, no mawie. M'ani agye.
Wait. They were all say obisa question one answer. I said the same
Mhm.
thing that the four people ahead of you, they
Yes,
also do it.
exactly.
What did you do
Exactly.
differently? What do you think you
So
did differently?
this is a very tough question, right? Ɛyɛ adeɛ a yɛn nyinaa still yɛ dream ho. So embassy no, wonhyɛ da nte aseɛ why the reasons why they bounce people.
Mhm.
There are a lot of, I think there are a lot of things that go into it. Or apply to or apply for visa now. Almost share information. Be almost say information in Italia. First of all, no, I believe said before so be drew or crime. I'm about so. Only see we manage this. No. That's what I
Wow.
believe. I'm not sure, but that's what I
Okay.
believe. I
Okay.
believe that they look at almost information. We know who say we look responsible in a way. I feel almost the interview ni per se clarify keke.
Okay.
Mm. But before then, no, I think say they even bounce some people
Even
before they
before they
even
get
get
there.
there. Until can then, oh no, yeah, be bounce.
So
So
before you get there, what are some of the documents you send? You send your CV, you
so
send
you send, mhm.
your
So
offer
they
letter.
would ask for exactly. They will also ask for a bank statement to prove so with me to ya
Okay.
loan. No. So me, for example, me my sister bank statement and my sister or UK.
UK there
Oh
now.
yeah, and I my sister no person yeah app be a business for Ghana.
Okay.
Mhm. So I decided, say, I'll use that as my story
That's
because
right.
say embassy for no, almost so almost nti odo ase, onti ase say, I didn't know even a webusu and cry, I didn't know tia sika ama o se koye school. I was say
Okay.
or GBB, inti I was so timi tie stories no man yeah, it making sense.
Yeah.
Inti ebi how those sister, but I say I didn't know sister. Yeah, do your mouth. If you say, my sister per se me de ne app me manage ne app me ba Ghana me manage ne app ama no ho nti no saa no
It makes
one man
sense.
ate ase say but the credit enye me sister credit you to me fees loan
Yeah.
so
Oh,
as I
did
say
you let them
but
know that it was a loan?
no it was an interesting story
Ah, okay,
because
okay,
the
okay,
thing
okay,
is
okay, okay. I get it. I get it. Say
mm-hmm,
your sister would prove say okay, meshe me no. But
exactly
it's not enimu say like as in or the
mm-hmm,
show ni keke. But later we could do obeji ni sika back.
but sika no ka on fan to me account sika no on one account into me the on ne bank statement can e
Or the
try
keke. Aha.
Eh,
Okay.
but I won't even use it for anything.
Yes.
Name me loan na na me. What I
Okay.
say. So yeah, and also me mahu say mostly ni nipa omo ye adwuma.
Mm-hmm.
And also ma credibility because
Okay.
e yon person mu say niam bi wo Ghana e betwe wa babak.
Yes.
Nti e bia oye obi a waware wo ma. Obi sa no he is liable to get a visa more than wa wunni adwuma utifie wonni hwee ɛde wɛba back ɛna sɛ
Mm.
wɔwɔ pɛ sɛ wodwane no
I
no
hope so, Johnny.
wate ase
Yeah.
nti but at the same time obisa no still yɛbɛtumi ama no visa so there's a lot of other things
Yeah.
a lot of things you just made them moto a ne sɛ biribia a wobɛyɛ no prepare biribiaa ɛkɔsi saa na amfa a obi bisa wo sɛ woyɛ wei na waka sɛ wei ma nyɛ o na waka sɛ ebia woyɛ wei anka ɛbɛfa no nti no
Mm.
yɛ biribiaa saa na amfa na wo ne obi kasa na ɔka sɛ woyɛ wei a na ɔka sɛ woyɛ a onipa no bɛka sɛ ɛneɛ woanyɛ lucky ɛnyɛ sɛ wo na
Okay.
prepare so woyɛ no you have to make sure you prepare everything sɛ wopɛ sɛ woba aburohyire paa make sure everything is intact
Mm.
sana ɛwɔ sɛ wotumi articulate wo ho yie wonim sɛ wobɔɔfo nyɛ yie kakra patwɛ wokɔsua aborɔfo
So what
yɛngya
type of
nneɛma oh, mekasa kakra kakra
uh-huh.
meka ne kakra kakra but
Mm.
yɛngya nneɛma ama chance you don't leave things to chance what I say so I
But
believe that's what
on the issue of ties,
I
the
did.
ties in your country,
Mhm.
what do you think the work you were doing or the app is the app story caught them, or what do you think?
I believe so. So I think when it came to ties, what I said that really, cemented my ties would be the app story. But even
Okay,
a no crown, Oman Bisamio. It's I
okay,
really cried they wouldn't have even asked. I don't know. All I know is
okay,
that I made the question you Bisa me a fan who kai. I think so
okay.
Bisa me question be said Bisa me be Bisa like say school no me we are me person me then like what will I use the course to
Oh,
do?
okay, okay,
And I
okay,
think so I told him say me the person me the app we man say. And okay,
okay,
yeah, they are me prepare to who in the moment na
okay.
idea
Yeah,
ne buy and I'm
idea
kind.
buy. Wow.
Mhm. Because before then, no, na my boss so in papa papa, my boss or Ghana. So
Okay.
person me con kind into me
Mm,
catching about my plans no or throw letter man me say, yeah, me from come embassy ne say me person me baba be you juma man.
okay,
But I didn't even use it because when I that idea of no about my dream and one of
okay,
use yes. So I
okay.
believe that's what convinced them about ties back to the country.
Wow, I see.
Mm,
But
mhm,
the offer letter that came from the university, it was for a
mhm.
course in software engineering, or
So it was for a course in that's a very interesting question. It was so at the time I may apply for school, no, may apply for masters in financial analytics.
okay,
Okay. The reason is that now that I know say computer science and software engineering, yeah, idea makuma woman, no, my background in side ho. It's
okay,
all apply for masters, they won't approve you because they'll tell you your background doesn't match the criteria for the course.
okay.
It's me, my dream is say, also analytics, it's a part of computer science.
Hmm.
Analytics, so it involves some level of coding and it's an no.
Okay,
It's me, my dream is say, me yeah, financial analytics now. A bit, a bit, saa de na from me background in it
okay.
hopefully with the financial analytics ni be that the more na matimi
Full
achieve
screen.
me goals no acquire software engineering. So that's why I chose that course. But even no cry no if you don't mind me continuing the story, I know I mean
Mhm.
do school. When I eventually got to the school, I thought it's smart and I switch a course no call course be a friend in business analytics.
Okay, Yebedu
So Mate, good, good. Thank you
ho.
for stopping me. It's no. So yeah, so that's the course I did.
So the reason why I asked that question was that you were interning in HR, in the
Hmm.
department, HR department.
Yes,
Ah,
yes,
okay. And the work you were doing was different from the course you studied at the university, and then the course you
yes.
were going to study
That's
over there.
exactly true. Yes,
Ah, did they
yes.
ask you a question around that, or they just left
So
it?
luckily they did not. They didn't
Okay,
ask me a question about the work I'm doing now.
okay,
And another thing maybe I should say is they say the work I was working in an American company, means me modding for privacy purposes,
okay,
but now
okay.
me a American company be more branch our Ghana.
Oh,
I
okay,
don't know, maybe it's contributed to
okay,
my approval because some of your background check and so on, but they'll know where you
okay,
are working and everything.
okay. Then
So, like I said, there is nothing, I don't know what at the potting,
specifically contributed.
but a lot of things contribute to it.
Okay,
Um,
okay. And was there any question you were asked that you found it the most difficult among all of them?
mm, Not that I remember at the moment, but they almost beside me, when it comes, maybe I can give some examples of some questions I remember. So
Mm,
they asked me why the first question I got asked was why am I going to this school in
okay,
this state to go and study this course? So
okay,
I gave them a reason. They asked me what I will be doing after I'm done with the course. I
okay,
told them. They asked me, if I have any bank statements. I give them my sister's bank statement. I think they asked me, say, how much or no bank statements, or no assign beside me, say, how much does my sister make in a year? And no, I didn't prepare for that question. It's me bomb me chim na me can be no.
okay,
Oh, me can say $30,000. Me can be no. And was saying beside me, I think those are the questions I remember. But yeah, into me feel say I know na me kaya and maybe I know no more na me challenging. Maybe I
Okay.
the main kind idea.
Okay.
I did me answer the
So
same
so you
question,
went
but
for the interview in June, and then at what point did you move from Ghana to the US?
so I got the admission, the notice that I've been admitted to the school in June. But I believe I did the interview in August. I
Okay,
believe.
I guess.
Into me visa in August. I think after I got the visa, like a week or two after, and I'm a
Now
far
free.
flight. I'm free.
Erade.
It's in a
Come on from Accra and Faso.
oh, Davi. And interestingly enough, now my sister-in-law, you see, it's a very interesting thing. My sister-in-law, me brother, Yeri Nyaketwa Ba.
Okay.
No also apply to schools around that time. So I got to know about it. And then I made me interview because I said that I no see any interview. Into me,
Okay.
me interview, no, me pay no me who no online.
Wow.
It was so interesting. And
Charlie.
at school now, all kono is in the same area of school now, me kono.
Okay.
Nti me ne a two kwan bom yet not the same play mu
Honestly, let's
edu
Canadian.
abrochi ne nsa kan ne deɛ no
Wow, 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 wow.
but ɔno koraa catch on the story ɔno si one answer the question see you see it's interesting ɔsɛ ɔkɔɛ koraa ne ho popo nti ne papers to tɔɔ fam
Oh,
ɛwɔ visa wei
Charlie.
n'anim and a lot of things but they just give her the visa oh
Wow.
anka oh if it's about question answering pan the queen the story no catch me ne deɛ she shouldn't be getting the visa. So, and she to only will be
Hmm.
so you don't know the criteria they use. Oh,
Okay.
all you can do is just prepare, do what is in your power to do. Yeah,
Okay. Okay.
bonfire, say rather